Hello viewers, welcome to Joya's Kitchen. I hope you are all doing very positive. Today I'm gonna show you one of my favorite meaty dish, which is meatloaf. I think everybody knows now what meatloaf actually is. It's a full of meaty goodness in it, and you can already see how yummy it looks. Trust me, it is very yummy, and it's really meaty, and it's very healthy and very comfy food as well. So I'm just gonna show you the way I do it, and just stay with me and enjoy the whole process. To make my meatloaf, the first step, I took here 4 medium-sized onion and I roughly chopped it. So I'm gonna use quite a lot of onion. Some people use a little bit less onion, but I prefer really the sweetness of onion. And also 4 cloves of garlic, and I finely chopped it. So now I'm gonna fry them together. At the same time, I took here around 1 or 1.5 cup of really finely chopped mushroom. I took button mushroom. You can take brown mushroom as well. And of course, I'm gonna use mushroom, but like traditional meatloaf, they don't use mushroom. But I'm gonna use it because I don't want too much of meatiness, and mushroom gives really good earthy flavor in it. The spice I'm using here, I took here 2 teaspoons of crushed black pepper. Black pepper is must. 2.5 teaspoons of dried thyme. You can go for like fresh thyme as well, or you can go for oregano as well if you don't have thyme. 2 teaspoons of like plain paprika, just plain paprika. Salt taste wise. It's just taste-wise salt, and around 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. If you don't have tomato puree, you can go for tomato ketchup as well, but I have puree, and puree it tastes good. And also around 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. So 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce is fine. I'm gonna use another 1 chicken stock cube. You can go for beef stock cube or lamb stock cube or vegetable stock cube as well, but I'm gonna use chicken stock cube here. So I already added 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm gonna fry my onion first till it's a little bit translucent and soft. So after around 2 minutes of frying, you can see my onion is quite translucent now, and this is the time I'm gonna add my chopped mushroom. Mushroom actually release a little bit of water, so you have to make sure you cook it in like quite a lot of like high heat. In that case, the water gonna absorb very quickly, and I'm gonna fry it for another 3 to 4 minutes. So after 3 minutes of frying, now mushroom is a little bit soft now, and this is the time I'm just gonna add all my powder spice and my chicken stock as well. Chicken stock gonna give a little bit of extra flavor here. If you don't want, you can skip this part. It's totally up to you. And as I said, mushroom I'm using because I don't want too much of meatiness, and mushroom helps to give it a little bit of moistness as well. So yeah. So after another 2 minutes of frying, now this is the time I'm gonna add my tomato puree and my light soy sauce as well. So as I said, if you don't have tomato puree, go for tomato ketchup, like around 2 tablespoons. And that tomato puree gonna give a little bit of richness and tanginess and really yumminess as well. And I'm gonna fry it for another 2 minutes. So for meatloaf, I obviously need meat. I took here 1 kilo mutton mince. You can go for beef mince, you can go for pork mince, you can go for turkey mince, chicken mince, any meat you like. I prefer mutton or lamb or even turkey, but this time I chose actually mutton. So it's kind of like reduced fat. So as I said, my mutton is ready, and this is the mushroom and onion mixture I made earlier, and all the flavors are here. This is like packed full of flavor, and I'm gonna mix it. I also took here around 3 slice of bread, and I also took like only the white part of it. That's gonna absorb all the extra water from my meat. I took here 1 egg. You can go for 2 eggs as well. I just want to make it a little bit less fat. And around 1 cup of breadcrumbs. This breadcrumb also gonna help to bind the whole dish together. So I also added 1 teaspoon of pepper and 1 teaspoon of dried thyme extra, because I thought maybe I need a little bit more flavor. And now I'm gonna mix all the ingredients together, and I have to mix it very nicely, that all the flavor gonna be like mix and match, twist together, you know. So I'm just gonna mix it. So my meat mixing is done. This is the real mixture of meatloaf, which is really flavorful. So I took here 1 pound cake tin, you can see, and I brushed a little bit of olive oil here. You can take like any kind of shape tin. You can go for round, you can go for square, but traditional meatloaf actually comes this size, which is kind of like a pound cake shape. So that's why I follow the same recipe. So I am just putting 1 layer of meat first. This is the 1 layer. So when my one layer is done, and you have to press it a little bit harder, in that case the hole or any kind of gap gonna like vanished. And I'm adding like 4 boiled eggs as well. This is very optional. You can make the whole meatloaf like totally meat, but I prefer a little bit of egg in the middle, and that looks really really pretty. When you're gonna cut your meatloaf, this egg gonna come out. Oh my god, it looks so pretty. So this is like full boiled egg, and I'm just adding in the middle, and 4 is fine for my meatloaf. And then I'm just adding another half portion of the meat on top, and exactly the same way I'm gonna press as hard as possible because I don't want any gap in the middle. And you have to make sure that it looks like a proper cake. So you can see my meatloaf is ready to go to the oven. So that's how it looks, and it looks really really good and bind it properly. So yeah, it's ready to go to the oven. So I put it in the oven, and what I done, I added another like tray on the bottom, and that tray is full of hot water. So what gonna do, if you can bake it just directly like that, but if you have a little bit of hot water in the bottom, it's gonna make your meatloaf really really moist, very moist. So this is optional, but at the same time, you can, if you follow, you're gonna get the best meatloaf ever. And I'm gonna bake it 130 degrees for 1 hour. At the same time, I took here around 4 tablespoons of tomato ketchup and 2 tablespoons of mustard, and I'm gonna mix this mixture, and that's gonna be on the top. This is the like traditional meatloaf that need to be ketchup on top, and that's gonna give really good kind of burny, tangy flavor on top. So I'm just gonna mix it, and I'm gonna add it actually when it's half done, like after 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, that's how my meatloaf looks. You can see all the oil came up, and oh, the smell is coming from here is heavenly. And this is the time I'm just gonna add my ketchup and mustard mixture on top, and this is actually how the meatloaf should be. You can add this ketchup mixture when you like do it for the first time, but it can be burned, so that's why I'm just doing it in the half time, so it's safe. So you can see all the ketchup is done on top, and now I'm gonna bake it for another half an hour, and then you can check all the time. You can open the oven and you can check it. So yeah, it's ready to go to the oven. So here you go guys, this is my meatloaf is ready for you. After 1 hour, that's how my meatloaf looks, and as I said, it looks really really pretty if you add a little bit of boiled egg in the middle. And also I served it with boiled beans, boiled peas, mashed potato. You can go for chips as well if you want, and I added some like mutton gravy as well with it. So you can already see how beautiful it looks, and trust me, it is one of the best meat dish. You can eat it as dinner, lunch, snacks, however you like. And I hope you're gonna make it, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, and follow my recipes and share my recipes with your friends, family and neighbors, and just try it and enjoy with your whole family. And yeah, it is a very very yummy meat dish. So yeah, just enjoy, be positive, and thanks for watching my video. So bye bye, take care.